Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Valence League Group 1, Division 1, Centurion versus Vulpine Esports. Today I've got a surprise guest for everybody. This is John Joe with me. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm well, Joe. How are you, my friend?
I'm surprised by the circumstances, but I'm hyped to cast this series with you.
Yeah.
And really looking forward to a good matchup where we'll probably see a bunch of MF.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see Centurion play in general because they've been looking really good these past few weeks. And yeah, I'm again excited, very excited to be casting again alongside you here, Joe. So this should be a good one.
Yeah. So, judging from what we've seen so far, of course, Centurion are the heavy favorites, unbeaten in games and matches so far, while Vulpine are 1-2. They've taken a game of NSK but lost to them. They've beat Horizon. They've lost to Plague, who of course just had been dismantled last time we see them play against Centurion. So yeah, let's see what they can bring to the table to challenge the top dogs of the league.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an exciting one. Now, Vulpine are the only team we haven't seen on stream yet, but they're in the middle of that sort of Div1 sort of at the moment. So they've sprung a few surprises recently, having beat Horizon Shadow.
Yeah.
And that looked to be, maybe they are going to go for this here. But Centurion have looked clean as hell recently, so I'm expecting a 2-0, but you never know with these teams.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is VL we're talking about, unless there's at least one pause and a bunch of surprises. It's not normal, right? So we're already seeing Zach banned, which is something Vulpine Esports have had success with. Their one win against NSK, they play that champion. Of course, Fiddlesticks, not a surprise either, being gone from Centurion. Morgana, the next one.
Yeah, none of these bans are really surprising so far. We've got those big picks already out the window in the Fiddlesticks and the Zach. Oh yeah, this will be an interesting top lane matchup though, because I'm excited to see this because Simon, we know, can play these sorts of carry champs, and that's just what I want to see him pull out again today and go for it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's the same thing for Arathelis. He's been looking good on these carries, especially on Mordekaiser, which is why I'm surprised it's not banned. The Misfortune is a very unsurprising pick. Both teams have picked that champion up whenever they could and have quite a few bouts of success with it. Thresh and Caitlyn is the answer. What do you think about that?
As a bot lane, I like it. I think Caitlyn isn't too bad right now. She got the AD carry buffs last patch, I believe all those came into everyone almost. But yeah, I do quite like Caitlyn Thresh as a duo. But you were speaking about this MF, Joe. What makes it such a good pick?
It's just so strong in lane, right? You can sit back, you can poke, you can farm everything at the same time, and you've got a surprising amount of burst damage whenever you have a support with engage, like the Pantheon, for example, which Bramsh has played before together with this MF whenever Pyke was banned.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that, so this could be a very exciting bot lane, is what you're trying to tell me here.
Yeah, there could be lots of deaths on one side or the other. Mordekaiser, as I already mentioned, is the pick I expected Arathelis to go for it whenever it's not banned. When they beat Horizon, he got it both times. So I already expect something in the jungle that can take control of it to help this Mordekaiser scale. And dominate his lane. And we're seeing the Lissandra ban, which has been a go-to for Kiz.
Yeah, it definitely has. In the previous weeks, we know how much he's been shouted at or memed for, maybe, in the terms of the Lulu pick against Plague.
Oh, God.
In that sense, and all of these sorts of picks. I just want to see Kiz on something like hugely carry orientated, like we've seen in the past, and we know he can play the Yasuos, the Zeds. This is what I know Kiz for. And people say he's a changed man, but
two safe champions banned away from Banjo in that mid lane, and he chooses the Syndra then in response, which is also something Kiz has played this season, so another takeaway here. Let's see what he falls back to.
The Ari has been taken off the table as well, which is a I think does quite nicely into this Syndra here.
Oh,
But LeBlanc
LeBlanc.
pick, yeah.
It is a champion he's played a lot in solo queue, but we've not seen him pull it out in VL this split yet. So this should be an exciting one. Syndra versus LeBlanc, always a fun one to watch.
And it's good to see Kiz back on the assassin picks. I wonder what we will get next in this draft, though. We're looking at, would you say, a jungler here?
I think we're still looking for this top laner. Maybe the jungler. It all depends where they put the set. Set and Pantheon both, of course, flexible to different roles, and it's brand. So we're seeing the set top lane, the Pantheon probably jungle, or the other way around, because I do expect this brand to be support.
What will we see in this jungle position then for Vulpine?
I'm expecting Olaf because he's played it whenever they had Mordekaiser top. We could also see the Trundle, which is also something they like to play.
Oh, good.
Completely different. A new pickup from Exorcist. He's gonna go for the Shyvana.
Should be an exciting one.
Yeah, it does look like they've elected to put the Pantheon in the jungle on Centurion's side, and the set in the top lane to try and counter this Mordekaiser. What do you think about that matchup?
Set Mordekaiser, 2 big bruisers. You know, I hate laning against Mordekaiser. His ult is absolutely horrific, and he can just beat you down. Even if you're playing range champions into him, if he's a good Mordekaiser, he can pretty much smack you up there. So I don't really know. I've always thought Mordekaiser is the better champ in that terms to Set, but Set's team fight potential with his ult, I think, can be really good in these situations.
Yeah, a mechanical question I have there. When Set is ulting someone, is he unstoppable?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, because that would mean Mordekaiser cannot press R while Set is ulting someone from his team to save his teammate. It's still going to be an interesting one. Who Mordekaiser will try to ult in these team fights? A good choice would probably be the Brand, because you don't want that pyroclasm going throughout your whole team, especially since there's no full tank on the side of Vulpine, so they're gonna have to look out for this magic damage that spreads a lot from the AoE from LeBlanc and from Brand, and of course with the bullet time of Misfortune to look out for, they have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, they really do. Although I'm very interested in this new pick that Exorcist has pulled out with the Shyvana. Whether we see that go AP, whether we see it go the more AD build or the Bruiser build, with all that kind of thing. What would your take on that be?
If I were him, I'd go for the physical damage one, because you already have the Syndra and the Mordekaiser. You're not really lacking magic damage in this composition. But you have to look out for, if this Caitlyn gets picked, you really need some other source of physical damage, right? Especially since the Caitlyn has to play super careful against the likes of Misfortune and the Set. And of course the Pantheon who could jump in.
And the LeBlanc. She has to play super safe against everyone, pretty much.
Yeah, so I think they definitely need someone else who can at least threaten some kind of physical damage retaliation.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but I've always found the Shyvana AP build absolutely horrible to play against. God damn.
Yeah, that can
I know, it's horrible when it's 3/4 of your health just completely vanishes from one Shyvana, E or Q, whatever it is. E, I think, yeah.
Alright, who do you think won the draft, in your opinion?
I think CNT have just won it, yeah. I prefer the CNT draft to Vulpine here. I do like the picks that have come out from Vulpine, but I think it's a lot more simpler to win as CNT here.
Yeah, they clearly they have a clear identity in their composition, definitely. So
Yourself?
then we'll go. Yeah. I also think their comp looks better on paper, but of course the outplay potential is there with the Thresh, with the Syndra, with the Mordekaiser. They do have the tools to definitely win this game, especially if they get this Mordekaiser ahead. because Pantheon will not really scale that much. So if they don't get the double assassinations rolling with the Pantheon and the LeBlanc on Centurion's side, I do see Volpine with the possibility to win this. We're going on a short video break now, and then we'll see you on the other side, guys. All right, we're here. What would a good VL game be without a pause? There seems to be some kind of lag issue on the side of Centurion, but I hope we'll have that resolved very quickly. What we didn't get to do yet is ask chat, who do you think will win? I want to see the hashtags, hashtag CNT win or hashtag VLP win. Who do you think is going to win this first game? As we are still in the pause, expecting any invades, Jonjo?
We have the Thresh. That is if we're looking at those classical invade champions, Thresh is definitely one of them. But probably not. In all honesty, I haven't seen too many as of recent, so probably not.
Yeah, also, they don't really have much follow-up CC at level 1 with the Thresh. We could, of course, see Centurion try and invade. They have a lot of level 1 damage, if not too much CC. We're already seeing the pings go down, though, towards that Dragon Pit.
Oh
so they
my
might
god.
Try it, Volpine. They are grouped up.
This could be good. Let's have a look.
Up. They're gonna try to hook Wellesley. He's gonna look out.
There is a ward down there.
Good ward there.
Yeah.
They've been spotted, and no surprises there then for Centurion. And now maybe they'll get some punishment for that, but there's still 5 people. What are Centurion doing there? Oh, okay. Hook goes wide. Couple wards thrown down, and they're gonna skamoosh.
Yeah, tell you what that is though. That's 15 gold already on. Oh, actually 30 gold on Bramsh's support item quest. So there you are.
Yeah, 30 gold lead. Game over, guys. Hotline lost.
The early ward was very nice there by Wellesley. Actually, give him credit for that. They spotted out the invade though.
Yeah, very well. So we're gonna see the junglers start on their bot sides. So mirror early path from them as these lanes will develop. Let's see the early trading. Let's see who gets early advantages for themselves. What junglers choose to go.
Yeah, definitely. And we should, these junglers, seeing as they are starting on their bot side, we should see them heading up to this top side at about 3 minutes. Level 3 is coming out.
We're going to see the level 2 gank. Pyrotom wants this. Camera pans down, but the mid lane gank's still on.
Still wants it.
Onto Banjo. He might force him to flash. He's very low, but he holds onto the summoner cleverly. And, hook lands onto Wellesley, though, here. Not much follow-up, but that already looked a little bit scary for Banjo. He's quite low on HP already. Yeah,
that's that Pantheon for you. People actually, ever since his rework, I have found people forget what Pantheon used to be so good at doing. He was just one of those early game bullies, really. He dominated early game, if I remember correctly. Old Pantheon, didn't he, Joe, in that top lane?
Yeah, I like playing in mid lane as well, because people didn't back then there were still runes that you could,
Yeah.
rune pages. You could, like, mid laners usually didn't go armor runes, so the Pantheon could be a really scary thing in the mid lane. As of now, everything deals tons of damage, so he's fallen a bit out of favor for the solo lanes. That's why he's been played in the jungle. And yeah, the level 2 point-and-click stun is still there, though, despite the rework, so still scary stuff.
Yeah,
oh,
definitely.
Here comes the hook. Athalis with the claw, lands on Simon, does not get hit by the true damage, and so Simon takes a lot of damage, walks away. Oh, that's a root. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they don't want to stop fighting.
No, they really don't. But as a LeBlanc, you want to get those leads. And with Electrocute, Kiz can make... If he gets this snowball rolling against this Syndra, he can really start moving and roaming around the map. And he could be the hero of this game, pretty much, if he gets ahead.
Yeah, there are few things more terrifying than a Fed LeBlanc roaming around the map.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I'd hate to have one. Well, I'd love to have one on my team, but playing against one, I was playing against
Chain Lance, but a good scatter the week from Banjo. Electrocute proc. There's a lot of damage coming down on both sides, but now Kiz on very low mana has to back away here, even though Pyrotom is around the corner.
Flash is available.
Flashes away, gets a lot of damage from the spears, but will survive this thanks to his summoner spell. Pantheon, of course, flashed as well. Exorcist just there for safety reasons, no kills yet.
Yeah, flash for flash there. But the important thing here is that Syndra doesn't actually have a TP, so they will probably be looking to continue to gank this lane, push her under tower, and with the LeBlanc, if Kiz can get some decent trades down, there's a lot that they can abuse this Syndra now.
That was a zoning chain.
Classic 905, that is. We were, like I was saying though, I was playing a solo queue game the other day, doing me solo queue games, so I could play next Monday and stuff. And I end up with Coco in my game, who's also on my team. And he's playing LeBlanc, and he bloody pops off. And I got auto-filled support, so it was crap. But yeah, he pops off, and I'm just like, well, now I'm playing Swain as well, but I'm going to get one shot.
There is the regank, the Chain Lance, Ignite 2, Pyrotom, can he get this off? Yes, first blood goes to Centurion, and Pyrotom is the one to pick it up. This could be an important one to get the Pantheon rolling along with the LeBlanc.
Yeah, definitely, and with Banjo, with no TP or flash, it was the obvious choice to gank. And they picked up the first blood, which is huge in this game, especially on, like you said, the Pantheon.
Let's not lose too many words over that hook.
you got to give it to him. He's doing his best job out there, is Croc.
Oh, they're being pushed in under this tower, but Exorcist is there. 3 versus 2. Wellesley is very far forward. He's already ignited. Flashes away. Can they get the hook? The hook land, and this is a death sentence in the truest meaning of the word. One more auto will do it. And meanwhile, in the top lane, Arathalis with a solo kill onto Simon that we didn't see. Only the beginning of. But 2 quick kills for Vulpine, and they strike back in style.
Yeah, they really did. I was quite surprised, actually, in all honesty. I didn't think Vulpine would stand up this much. Like I said, I haven't seen much of them, but a few mistakes in the bot lane by CNT, and Simon just gets 1v1 by a Mordekaiser.
Yeah, never 1v1 a Mordekaiser when he has level 6.
Yeah, like we were saying at the start, being locked inside that death realm is a very scary place. And Shyvana is actually getting the ball rolling on these Drakes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, which is especially good for Shyvana, as we remember about that champion, Chain Lance here in the mid lane. Let's see how that rolls out. He just backs off, gets some poke down. Crucially as well, Wellesley without summoners now for a couple of minutes. So Exorcist could return to this bot lane should they choose to push up again as they've done before for easy peasy repeat ganks.
Going on to what?
Banjo. Kiz really wants this. Another chain, that's the old one.
This could be it.
Better the week, maybe save Banjo's life here. And he just limps away on 2 broken legs.
Yeah, a bit of... Banjo is really suffering in this mid lane now against the LeBlanc.
Hook misses. This could be the death for Croc. He walked very far forward and he pays for it with his life. Bramsh picks the kill up. And 2 for 2 in kills now. 1,000 gold lead for Centurion.
Yeah, a mistake by the Thresh, just getting stunned up by that Brand, and Brand does a hell of a lot of damage. Like most of these champs on CNT do a crap ton of damage.
Yeah. Oh, here is the dive. Pantheon's in, and this looks like no way out for Centauron. And this is going to be confusing, Centauron versus Centurion, but the Caitlyn falls, another kill for Centurion. Good dive in the bot lane. They knew the support was dead. They knew there was no help coming, and so they could just dive the AD carry for a quick kill.
Yeah, the sniper falls down. No, did have the flash available, did have the heal available, but you aren't getting away from Pantheon and Brand by the looks of this.
If the Pantheon... Oh, that's a good scatter the week. Banjo has the ultimate.
Oh, solo!
Banjo with a solo kill on Kiz with the unleashed power. And maybe now he can unleash Syndra's power onto the map.
Yeah, definitely not something I was expecting to happen, but Kiz, I think maybe have been playing a bit too aggressive and just get stunned up there by the scatter of the week. And Banjo has got himself back in this.
Oh, Banjo... He just entered. That is a shutdown as well for Banjo, who's just gobbling up the gold now with the Herald summoned as well that Exorcist did while the bot lane gank was happening. And this is a ton of gold in Syndra's pocket now. She's carrying over 1,500 at this very moment. And this could be a big power spike for Volpine.
Yeah, it definitely could be. And saying that, like I was saying at the start of the game, we were debating what build path this Shyvana would go. And I think I was right. It is the AP version. I do think it's a lot better in that standpoint as well, actually. I prefer it.
Yeah,
you
probably
just blow someone up.
At the team comp. But the AP Shyvana just can offer so much. It just blows people up so quickly. And is not as reliant on the ultimate.
Yeah, definitely not. But I do quite like seeing what this Shyvana has done this game. She's 0-0-2 and has actually taken 2 objectives already. So yeah, this Pantheon is the early game jungler here. I am kind of surprised.
That is a lot of damage onto Simon from Arathelis. He had landed a Death Grasp. Well, Pyrotom has been caught on an invade here. Scatter the Week just barely misses though.
Yeah, Death Realm is available.
It's wants revenge, but the Exorcist is here, and so he cannot follow up on the landed chain. Has to dash away.
It's a lot of fighting going on in this game. What would you expect with these two teams, though? It's Centurion. We know that they love to do this kind of thing.
After the week, 905 has to run away. Unleash power again. Oh,
ooh, the flash
forward. Flash away. No, that was just a dash backwards.
The distortion.
Distortion, even fooling me here. Well done from Kiz to survive that one. But good play. Okay. Good play.
Yeah.
The weak hands against the chain. One more auto. Flash away from Kiz. He still dies to Banjo. Another solo kill. And he's showing up today on the Syndra.
Yeah, we thought after that first blood, Kiz, this is yours. This is yours and Pyro Tom's.
Bullet time can get a lot of damage onto Centauron, but he survives. Banjo almost dies to the tower and the ace in the hole, but still another plating picked up for Wellesley and another kill for Bramsh. Wellesley's not getting any kills today, but a lot of gold from these tower plates. They're already going to take down the 4th one here, and Pantheon is around as well. They might just take this tower.
Flipping out. But yeah, I was expecting something big from Kiz, and he's let me down a little bit so far. I thought after the first kill, 905 was going to start popping, but he just died to a minion, and I feel very sorry for him.
Yeah, maybe he's played too much Lissandra recently. He's been tagged by the Shyvana, and he's in the middle of 3 people. Can Krot land the hook? Gets the flay. Hook misses, flash away from Pyrotom keeps him safe, but that is a summoner down for the jungler. And they still did not take down the tower as this Infernal Drake is alive.
Yeah, that summoner spell could actually be pretty big, because if Centurion aren't the first ones to this Drake, Pyrotom's going to have to try steal, and the only way for him to get over there without the blast cone... Oh!
Scatter the Weak, he just always responds to the Scatter the Weak. Scatter the Weak, but now he's 1v2, Unleash Power, killed! Kills, he's on a rampage, Banjo, but he will pay for that with his life. Too many people there. The shutdown goes to Bramsh, who wants all the kills. as Arathelis tries his best to dominate this top lane. He is 25 CS ahead after that kill he's taken, so he is dominating quite a bit, but he's not taken tower plates yet. Oh, hook lands, he's in trouble. Flay lands as well. There's a lot of traps around here, but he just manages to walk around them.
Yeah, he does get out of that one. He has flash and heal as well, so he should be fine. But just going back to that in the mid lane.
Hold this up. Heal used by Welzy in response. I'm sure it was 100% needed, but better safe than sorry, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't want to die to that with your heal up.
But like I was saying, just going back to that mid lane, Joe, that's 3 solo kills for Banjo EU. Coming in big time against 905.
Dragon has been engaged, but I think they have to back off of him. This could be Centurion's chance to kill themselves. Last conure from Welty. This could actually secure them, this Dragon already. They're in the jungle to chase the Vulpine team members away, and they pick up the Infernal Dragon. So we're gonna have an ocean map. It's gonna be a lot more greenery around this map now, as the oceans bring life, and we're gonna see only ocean drakes from now on until one team picks up 4 of them. Just at least 3 more, as this game maybe winds on a little bit from the fighting. At around 14 minutes, we have a 1,000 gold lead approximately for Centurion, so this is still anyone's game, even with this tower pickup at a 2,000 lead now. Vulpine have been playing well, and they have 2 strong points in their solo laners, so still definitely things to look for.
Yeah, definitely. And going, you were saying it's going to be the Ocean Drake coming through. That Ocean Soul, what do you think of it, in your opinion? Because I bloody hate it. I think it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's especially good in 5s compared to solo queue. It's not the strongest one. I think Infernal takes that one. But any soul a team picks up is a very good likelihood for them winning the game as well. Because for now, 3 Ocean Dragons, that's a lot of regen.
Yeah, if I was to do a tier list of what would be my favorite Drakes, I'd actually surprisingly put Mountain last, and I'd take Infernal. Cloud, I think, is really underrated, because I bloody love when you got one of your big ultimates just going in, but otherwise...
The chain could land, it does miss, and so he manages to jump away with his dragon form, the Dragon's Descent, saving his life.
Yeah, Exorcist getting out of there. The Rift Herald is up, and it's whether Centurion want to go for this. They are pinging towards it. But yeah, I bloody love the Cloud Drake and the Cloud Soul, because you just go vroom vroom really quick with your ult, and I think that's brilliant when you want to play champions that want to go in with their ult. I think it's so good. But yeah.
Yeah, Centurion have lane swap towards this top lane to get Simon out of that Mordekaiser lane, and to maybe get down the top tower as well. So far,
they'll be looking at this Rift Herald if they've swapped Joe as well.
Yeah, Claw lands though onto Bamsh, but
dear.
Not that tanky. He has Bamsh in the Death Realm. He wants that shutdown gold, but even 1v1, the brand is scary, and the Death Realm is almost over. Can he get the shutdown? He does it! 450 gold goes to Arathelis, and now he's 1v1 against Welzy. The bullet time, he can dodge it. Double kill, 1 versus 2! What a play from Arathelis. He does fall to Pyrotom, who came in with the ultimate, and now it's a Dragon versus a Dragon Slayer. And so Exorcist tries to run away from this Pantheon.
That is Mordekaiser for you, ladies and gentlemen. That is what he does. He takes one of you into his little place of absolute darkness and horribleness that you don't want to go to, and the other one has just got to stay there and shout to their friend, "Hello, can you hear me?" And then they say no, and they're dead, pretty much. It's a sad time.
And then you are a sole AD carry against the Mordekaiser, which is something you don't want to be, even if you don't have ultimate. And so he picks up the double kill, and still the solo lanes of Vulpine are shining bright, while on the side of Centurion it's Bramsh and it's Pyrotom, who are working very well together to keep the team ahead. It's still around 1,000 gold. They've lost a bit of their lead with that double kill from Arathelis. The mid lane tower has fallen as well. Now let us see where the teams are putting their focus next. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I think if Vulpine should be continuing with their focus on objectives. I think objectives are actually going to be crucial in this, and I think CNT should start to look towards them as well, because like we were saying with the Shyvana scaling...
Carry on.
Like we were saying with the Shyvana scaling, with the Drakes, I can't exactly remember what it does to her. So please remind me. I haven't played Shyvana, and I don't know the passive with the Drakes. So please tell me.
Right, so she does get 5 armor and magic resist with her passive, and for every type of dragon she defeats, it's another 5.
Okay, so she just gets tankier and stuff.
She does get tankier.
Yeah, like I knew she liked dragons because she is a dragon, and that's why they do it and all that. But I don't play Shyvana, and I never really looked into it too much. But yeah.
Fun fact that will not come into play this game because it only concerns Cloud Drakes. She does not get the normal cooldown reduction on her ultimate because, you know, her ultimate doesn't have a cooldown. So the Cloud Drake gives her Fury generation, which this game won't be relevant, but maybe next game we'll see.
Well, you seem to
Speaking
know
of
more than me
dragons-
on these sorts of situations. God damn.
Yeah, speaking of dragons, the ocean, the first one, has spawned and the teams are congregating around it. We see Simon alone in the top lane. He does have teleport up and all 5 members of Wolfine around here already. They really want this. And it's falling very quickly. Exorcist does have his smite, is a level below Pyrotom though, and they pick up the dragon by the full time with a lot of damage. Exorcist has to flash away. Play very, very good on Krog. Flash away, double kill for Bram. She's doing so much damage. He did pay for that with his life. Centauran though has to flash away, and Simon has teleported in. It's a disaster for Volpine. Double kill as well for Kiz. Centauran had to flash away, but Simon flashes behind and picks it up with a haymaker. And it's 11-9 for kills for Centurion now, who have slain all 5 of them and lost only Bram.
It was watching them pop by the blast cone. They made me laugh. God damn. They just absolutely burst with that brand damage from Bramsh. God damn, that man's insane.
That Pyroclasm was absolutely huge, and he's now got 6 kills on this brand. It doesn't really matter if he dies. Even the shutdown gold he keeps giving up does not really matter as long as he just one-shots the entire team by himself, right?
Yeah. Okay. He is recognised quite well for these type of supports, the more damagey, heavy ones, in my opinion. But, like, he also gets recognised for his warding and his ability to play the more assassin type of supports. So the Pike.
He loves a good game of Pike.
Yeah, this man's insane. That's just what I'm making it out to be. He is absolutely nuts.
I just feel a little bit bad for Wellesley here. He's got 8 assists and 0 kills. It was a great bullet time he had in that team fight as well. He did.
Definitely.
He played that very, very well. Exorcist might be caught here. That's a lot of people around him, but he does have the speed buff from the shrine that the crab gave them, and so he can walk away. So this is a bit of a pickle now for Volpine, as they've fallen behind around 3,500 gold now, as the Baron has spawned. They did get the dragon, but they paid for it dearly, and now they have to find a way back into this game. They have to find a way to kill this brand before another team fight breaks out.
Yeah, and it's gonna get harder and harder as Pyrotom is looking to summon.
Yeah, that's the 3rd tower down. The outer ring has fallen for Volpine. Centurion very well in their tower control, especially considering Volpine have the Caitlyn, which is normally known for breaking down towers pretty quickly. Now Simon wants a piece of Banjo. The face breaker hits. He gets pushed away though. Lots of damage prevented by the haymaker, but he's still very, very low. Banjo does not have the ultimate, and here's the cavalry. Another kill for Bramsh. Pyrotom made sure no one could follow, but he actually does get out. Wow, how did he hit that tanky? And here comes the Pyroclasm. They walk away from each other to just barely survive. Aerothelis is burning and burning, and the proc comes in. Bramsh has slain him. 8 kills on this brand. What is happening? Ace in the hole?
It is blocked.
That would have killed him, probably, because he tanked 2 tower shots for reasons only he knows, but it doesn't matter. He's got 8 kills. Who am I to judge?
Yeah, in that sense. Yeah, Pyrotom actually living there, and I'm pretty sure I could tell you why, because that Pantheon blocking stuff is absolutely broken. Yeah,
the Aegis Assault. It was still surprising how much damage seemed to only come from one direction if he managed to survive with that Aegis Assault there.
Yeah, it really is.
He doesn't have any armor.
Yeah, wait, he has the magic resist, but no armor, definitely.
Yeah, and he was under a tower, I think.
Bramsh really starting to pop off though now.
Yeah. He just solo killed the enemy top laner, who was one of the most fed members on the map. He's got 2 items on this Mordekaiser, but no magic resist yet. Crucially, he should build towards that soon. As dangerous as a misfortune is, the most gold by far is on Bramsh at the moment. When it comes to damage to champions, together with the efficiency of items.
Yeah.
Wellesley has more gold because of the farm, but he's not the major threat in my opinion right now. Also, Arthelus does have the ninja tabi already, so he won't need any more armor.
I could definitely agree with you on that one.
They're on the Baron, yeah. Bramsh has so much damage now that this Baron will fall pretty quickly. Exis has been flanked by Kiss, has to go away. The teleport coming in, they have backed off the Baron. But that looked dangerous for a minute there.
Yeah, the Death Metal Knight comes up in the Mordekaiser. He wants to party, he has the Death Realm available.
He's used the teleport though.
Could get pretty tense around this Baron pit.
Oh, Exorcist against Kiss. He's doing so much damage with the chains, but cannot try to dive as Arthelus was coming around the corner with a Death Grasp available, and the Baron is engaged again. I did want to say about Mordekaiser that I really disliked that they changed the ability names, because before the ability names all were some kind of metal references, music-wise, but now they're not anymore. And the teleport is coming in from Simon Ferocious.
I don't think they're
It's already down to 3000 HP, there's no chance of a steal, and it's already dead when Opine arrives, and that's a free Baron. 7,000 gold the lead, 6,000, pardon me. And they're looking for the Ocean Drake as well.
Yeah, nicely played.
Snowball out of control.
Nicely played by CNT there. I have to admit, they waited out the teleport, they got the teleport from Athralius in the top side, and yeah, they just pick up the Baron after that. Really nicely done.
Yeah, and now they are in the driver's seat, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Dragon as well. What can Vulpine do you think, to come back to this one?
Well, we're going to have to look at a big Death Realm takeaway, so maybe taking away Bramsh from these fights might be a good idea.
Tried to get in there, but he had to ult away to even survive the chain. The flash is well down. He did do significant damage to Kiz, but it was not enough to threaten some kind of dragon steal. And so it's 2 dragons apiece per team now. And I think even there Centurion have the advantage, as they do have the Infernal one against the Mountain.
I think Syndra might also be able to do something in it, like put out a lot of damage. We saw what Banjo was doing early on in the game. He was pretty much killing Kiz solo in those sorts of situations. But Centurion have really grouped together well, I've found, especially because they've got Bramsh, who is absolutely massive right now in this game. And I just think it gives them so much team fighting abilities now with Bramsh.
Also, I really like how Centurion are itemizing. They've all, except for Bramsh, picked up some form of magic resist. Wellesley has the QSS, Kiz has the Banshee's Veil, we see the Aegis on Pyrotom as well as the Mercury Treads on him and Kiz. And of course the Adaptive Foam together with the Merc Treads on Simon, because, and now comes in what I said earlier, as Exorcist gets caught, with him being AP, there's not really a lot of physical damage on the side of Vulpine, only this Caitlyn. And if they manage to disable the Caitlyn with a Brand, for example, there's only magic damage on the side of Vulpine, and there comes the itemization pretty huge with so much magic resist.
But yeah, this was my big issue with...
They want this Pyrotom die? Wellesley doing tons of damage there, despite still not having kills, and they pick up another tower. The lead is growing, and they're pushing towards the base. Yeah,
they are. The minions are pouring in, and they do still have that topside tower, which is their last outer tower. Athralius has done well to keep that one alive against the set, and I don't actually think Athralius has had too bad a game at the moment, so I do hope to see bits from this one.
Oh no, what a play from Kiz. This was so easy for Wellesley to finally get his first kill. Very well done by Kiz on that double jump and chain, and then there was no escape for Banjo as his flash was down. 5th death of the game for him. He looked very good earlier, but it's just very difficult for a Syndra against that kind of team.
Oh yeah, and with no stuff like the Zonya's Hourglass, a cleanse.
Kiz lands another chain.
She just gets deleted instantly once she's caught out.
no Zhonya's, no Banshees. So anything that catches her when she doesn't have flash is a percent. Croc almost landing the flay. That could have ended badly for Kiz.
Yeah.
But he got away with the distortion.
He did have that Banshee's Veil, which did stop the flay, I think, in the end.
Yeah, that was it.
It's not an item you see too often, I never find.
Yeah, and I don't really understand why, because blocking crowd control is really, really strong.
Yeah, definitely an underrated item. It still gives like 70 AP, I'm pretty sure. It's 75 ability power, 60 magic resist, and 10% cooldown reduction. All for the fair, lovely price of something or other. Is it like, I can't remember, I was about to check it, but then it says sells for 2,100, and I know it's not that much. Is it 2,600 or 2,750?
I'm not entirely sure. We can look it up after the game, or chat can fill us in if someone knows it by heart, as we are looking towards a game that Vulpine have to perform some kind of miracle to come out of. Another hook blocked by the Banshee's Veil.
Look at that!
And Croc has to flash away.
Banshee's Veil showing its worth in this game. Absolutely huge. Oh dear.
One inhibitor has fallen. Centurion will look towards the sideline inhibitors now. It seems they want this bot lane going down now, as the next dragon is about to spawn in less than a minute. It will be their third, so soul point. But if I were them, I'd definitely be looking for that inhibitor over the Drake. Especially as long as that mid lane inhibitor is still down.
Yeah, you definitely can force another lane, try to open up another lane. It might be the best strategy. I still think taking this Drake is a very good plan here. It's still not a bad one to do, but I can see if they all group, they could definitely force maybe even more than an inhibitor at this point.
A dragon hunter has found a dragon again. Exorcist versus Pyrotom. The 1v1 does not seem quite fair with so many red members around, but Exorcist might be dead before any help is there, and he falls to Pyrotom, and now Centauran has to run for his life. Flashes away, heals away, scatter the weak, scatters two people. Wellesley does not use the QSS, normal fall to the unleashed power. Bullet time chases the Syndra away, and no more deaths for now.
Yeah, Wellesley having to blow both summoners, Kiz blows both summoners, Caitlyn blew both summoners. It's actually a positive trade. Oh no, because Shyvana still died, didn't she, I guess?
Look how Wellesley is healing from that bloodthirster there. And the dragon is engaged by Pyrotom. Without a jungler alive on the enemy team, this is the easiest that it could be. So this is going to be their third one of the game. That means 5% missing health every 5 seconds for this team, and one more dragon for the soul.
Look at that gold lead now, 8k? Yeah, 8k, cool. I always have to check my maths with these kind of things.
Yeah, and there really is this problem now for Vulpine, because as we mentioned earlier, lots of magic damage, very little physical damage, and lots of magic resist from Centurion. So the ways in which Vulpine can come back into this game are getting fewer and fewer.
Yeah, I think we did say this at the start. We did debate this whole Shyvana. What build is Exorcist gonna go here? Whether he's in the right to go this more AP heavy build, I don't necessarily think so. I do think maybe the Conqueror attack
Baron
speed AD sort of build, Bruiser one. But here we are. Here's the Baron.
But Croc is still alone. No consequences of the hook. I think he wasted that cooldown for now, as the Baron is already below 7,000 HP, below 6,000. The hook lands again on the Wellesley. No follow-up again, but here comes the flank from Arathalis. He ults the enemy jungler. So now Exorcist could pick it up. It's stolen! Well, half stolen by Wellesley. And now Exorcist is dead, and the team fight is breaking out. It does not look good for Vulpine. Double kill for Simon Ferocious. 5 members alive still versus only 3 on the side of Vulpine. Bullet time missing, but it did force Banjo forward, and he falls as well. And they did get another shutdown onto Bramsh, but do Centurion care? I don't necessarily think so.
Oh, I wanted to see a steal!
Corin almost saved by his support there, but 905 is on a killing spree. Croc trying to save his AD carry, cost him his own life, and this is the ace. This is the game. GG to Centurion. They go 1-0 in the lead in this series, and they're still completely unbeaten. This is the 7th game of the split they win, and they're taking their time, but I don't see any contest happening anymore.
Nah, it just looks like they're going to end it here. Beautifully done. 1-0 up, like you said. And by God, I wanted to see the Vulpine steal, man.
Yeah, Arethellis did so well in ulting the
Pantheon,
the Pantheon, but Exorcist did not get there in time to prevent the misfortune from. I think he got it with a double up, which does quite the amount of damage with as much AD as she has. It still should have been taken by Exorcist with the level 14 smite, but these things happen to junglers.
Yeah, they do.
Great game from Centurion. We do have to praise Banjo and Arethellis for their early game, definitely. But in the end, Centurion's superior team play and Bramshon, that brand, turned the game around.
Yeah.
And, comfortable win for Centurion, and they'll be looking to ride that wave high.